Today on Behind the Bloom podcast, RJ and I will be talking about ways you can incorporate vegetables into your flower arrangements. We'll visit my friends at Full Hollow Farm and learn more about community-supported agriculture. I'll make an arrangement down on their farm with vegetables and flowers together. We'll make cauliflower popcorn and create a Capresé Martini, and then use bell peppers as flower vases. I'll share the secrets of concealing a vase with asparagus, too. All coming up on Behind the Bloom podcast with me and RJ. I love a farmer's market, and it's a convenient place to search out the freshest locally grown flowers, along with amazing vegetables, too. It's a perfect combination for creating an arrangement that includes both. Cal Flowers is a supporter of all flowers and flower growers, whether grown locally or globally sourced. We're thankful Cal Flowers is also a proud sponsor of Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom and Behind the Bloom podcast, where flowers and wellness go hand in hand.
All right, flowers and vegetables. Hey, Jay.
It's true. We did a show already about flowers and fruit.
Mm-hmm.
So then that was kind of what drove this, was that we should do one with vegetables. We have friends who are farmers, so that was a perfect way to do it.
The farm was so pretty, too. I loved, just like from the very opening of the episode, like you near the tractor with like the arrangement of veggies. It's just such a cool setting to see you in and everything. And the sunlight was very beautiful and everything. So like just from the jump, I was like, oh, this is going to be a fun one.
It's a pretty little farm. And and it's not so little anymore. They do a really good job. I'm going to defer our Bloom 365 tip until we get to the arrangement, because it's part of that. The farm that we go to in this show is called Full Hollow Farm. In the outtakes, they talk about when they lived in the South, people would talk about, oh, it's down in the holler.
Oh.
And so it was really full holler, but because we live in the North, they say full hollow.
Okay.
So it's the full hollow, and that the hollow is full of the foods. And I'm going to tell you something. They grow spinach. That is the best, one of the top 5 vegetables I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Oh.
And it's something unique about their spinach, and I don't know what it is. There's other people who have spinach sometimes at the market, and we have to buy theirs if they're out, because word is out now that Full Hollow spinach is so delicious. It doesn't taste as good. Bradley and Jamie said this to me one time. They said, we think our food is better is because we add the love.
Oh.
And I think that's true about this spinach.
Oh.
I think this spinach is delicious because there's love in it. Then we joke with them. We're like, do you have spinach today? And they're like, no. And they're like, I have to go buy some angry spinach. Okay.
Spinach without the love.
Yeah, spinach without. There's this one place, I won't name their name, but there's one place that the people who work there are not happy.
Oh, and you can taste it.
I think so. I think so. And I don't know why they're not happy.
Yeah.
But Jamie and Bradley are happy.
They seemed awesome.
This home and garden show I do every year is called Show Span. Jamie's dad, Mike, ran it. That's how we learned about Full Hollow. And so then Brad married Jamie, and they have 2 kids now.
Oh.
They're just the nicest, kindest people in the whole world, and they're so sweet. And all the people who work there are so sweet and wonderful, and we just love them. They do a thing called community-supported agriculture, or a CSA program, and that's what you'll see at a farmer's market. And many people sell subscriptions to their CSA. So, for example, with Full Hollow, and I'll put their link down here too. This would only be like effective probably if you lived in the Grand Rapids area for Full Hollow, but you pay X amount of money. And I think there's like 3 different levels. Then when you do that, you get a box of vegetables every week.
Oh, that's such a cool idea.
Based on how much you paid. But here's the deal. And I would participate in CSA except for this rule for me. And so I buy all their stuff, and you get much better prices. You get much more for your money. It's a wonderful thing. And basically what it means is you are helping them prepay for their farming they are going to do for the year. And they're sharing the benefits with you. And that's wonderful, right? And they have incredible tomatoes, and they have incredible carrots, and they grow this red French potato that's pink in coloration. That's the most delightful potato I've ever eaten in my entire life. I mean, it's all this stuff. I would belong to their CSA, but you have to pick up your stuff every week.
Oh, okay.
And I am not there. And I was like, okay. And they were like, how many times are you going to miss? And I'm like, probably 8 or 10. And they're like, no, you can't do it.
Oh.
And I'm just like, they're like, if you're going to miss once, we can say, okay. And what they do is like, they might give your box that week to a food pantry or something like that.
Oh, okay.
But they said, if it's like 10 times, no, you have to come every week. And I was like, okay. And then here's the other thing. You have to go to the farm every week and pick it up.
Okay.
I won't do that.
Well, you're traveling, Jay.
When I'm retired, I will join the CSA.
Yeah.
I think the whole concept of it is amazing.
Oh,
because it's, again, CSA, community supported agriculture. I love that so much of the food we eat is farmers that we know, farmers that we trust, farmers that we know what's going into the food we eat. Full Hollow is one of those people. We had their spinach last night for dinner, and okay, here's the other thing. I just put a little bit of butter in a pan and then wilt it all in there and stir it around and we eat it. That's it.
That's it. It's
and
that
it's
good.
So good. And
cool.
Spinach is so good for your biome, your own personal gut biome, because it's something that spinach and avocados, the microbes in your gut eat that and make more and produce more.
Okay.
It's a huge part of that functionality of being able to do that. And everybody's like, you should have a garden. No, I can't grow the beautiful tomatoes. They have tomatoes that are almost as big as my head.
Wow.
And I buy them every week and I let them ripen on the counter. Coming up in the episode that you're in, get outside.
Oh, yeah.
I make a tomato sandwich.
Oh, okay. With their tomatoes?
Well, a full hollow tomato.
Oh, cool.
And I do one slice and it covers it hangs over the side of the bread.
Oh my gosh.
It's
cool.
they're so, and that is my breakfast. When it's tomato season, I have a tomato sandwich for breakfast every day.
Oh,
every day.
Cool.
Every day. Crazy about a tomato sandwich.
Well, I love that the community-supported agriculture is so cool, too. I feel like, being a farmer is hard work. It's a hard thing to do. Being a small business owner is a hard thing. I feel like this is probably a way for them to project and know,
and alleviate the expense of knowing, because like 2 weeks ago, it was 2 degrees at the farmer's market. Who comes? Well, we do. We go 52 weeks a year. But I shouldn't say that because that would make me a perfect candidate for CSA. but
when you're here,
when we are home, we go all winter long, all summer long. We go to the farmer's market, and they have an indoor area, and that's where Full Hollow is. And in the wintertime, they sell root vegetables. So they're selling turnips and beets and potatoes and carrots and, that they've wintered over and they store. And so
I can't believe that they're at the market 52 weeks a year. Like, that's so cool that they can go and have things,
and
year round.
We are so thankful because there was a period of time where they weren't doing it. They weren't big enough to be there. Now they're there the whole time. And we're just so thankful. We just
awesome.
Love them. We love them. The Crane Dance girls are there every week. They are always there. The Garlic girls are seasonal. Craig, my guy who grows my flowers, is seasonal. Idlewild is seasonal. But, there are people, Rakowski's. We haven't done a story about Rakowski's. Rakowski's is where I would buy my eggs, and my eggs are this color.
Oh, cool. They're green.
Yeah, they're just so pretty. They're like a pretty pastel blue-green egg. There's a couple weeks where the ladies don't produce because it's too cold.
Oh, okay.
So but I buy all my eggs there. The Rakowski's are there, and Rakowski's have a farm store in Grand Rapids that is open 365.
Oh, cool.
Which is very cool, too. So you can go buy meat and vegetables, fresh meat, fresh vegetables, fresh cheeses. I'm going to see if they have goat cheese there.
Oh, yeah.
You go buy milk and all this stuff from their farm store. That's a very cool thing, too. So.
I love how much you support all of your local farmers and like local vendors and just everyone in your area, Jay. That's such an awesome thing. And I feel like more people did that, the world would be a better place. So I always love hearing you talk about that.
I think it's important for them. But here's the other thing. I feel so good.
Oh.
I do not feel 66 years old because of the food I put in my body. That's the whole secret. And it's these little tiny farmers who are breaking their backs to grow stuff that is organic, that is pesticide free, that meats that aren't hormone injected or antibiotic injected. It's all that stuff. It's funny. When we travel, we will say to each other, it's about time to get home. Because I'm tired of eating stuff I don't know what it is. And I can feel it in my system. I know when I eat spinach from Full Hollow. I know when I eat eggs from Rakowski. We had spinach from Full Hollow. We had chicken wings from Crane Dance Farms. And so we had that last night. It's important that what we put in our bodies is not preservatives and hormones and insecticides and all that stuff. So it's twofold. I'm thankful for them that I have that resource as well. That's super important. So then we arrange the vegetables. Okay, so here's the trick. If you take a head of cabbage, okay, and you're only gonna you're gonna lay it down so that like the stem is laying on the table. Okay, so the stem's on the table, the top's towards you. You're going to cut an X across it about halfway through, and then cut another X across that. So you're making 4 cuts. So you're cutting an X and then another and like a plus sign over it. Okay, then you drop it into a bucket of water for about 5 to 6 hours. Cold water, ice cold water. Okay, you pull it out and it looks like that rose.
Yeah.
It's that cabbage
it looks
that
so
just
cool.
expands and makes a rose. And it's the coolest thing. Okay, now I have to tell you, this show always has someone who writes to me and says, you never should have made an arrangement out of those vegetables because you could have fed people with them.
Oh, okay.
So I have to tell the story. When I decided to do this, I knew people were going to think that. And my biggest mistake I didn't do, I guess, is that I went over and I said, what's this? And it was a bushel basket of all this stuff. There was a cabbage in there. There was some carrots in there. There was stuff. And he said, this is all the stuff that isn't good enough for us to put in CSA. So we're going to compost it and then we're going to use it as fertilizer.
Oh, okay.
And I said, can I take those and make an arrangement out of them? And he's like, sure. So that's what we did. It wasn't food that we bought or food that could have been eaten by someone. All of it had blemishes and stuff, or it had areas that were moldy, or it had stuff that it was not going to be usable. And so they were going to compost it. So that's what we did. But now here's the other thing. They took that arrangement to their 3 farmers market locations that week and had it on their table to draw people into their booth, and they were coming over and saying, what's this from? And they're like, well, we're going to be on TV and this blah, 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 all that stuff. So not only did making that arrangement get on to television for this to inspire people, but it also helped drive people to Full Hollow's booth to help them buy vegetables. And maybe they caught the attention of somebody who wouldn't have come to their booth if they didn't have a pretty arrangement of flowers there.
Right.
I don't know. Yes, I understand. I hope that those people who write to me also write to all of the people who have cooking shows, who have cooked 5 things today. We have people who call, and they're like, did you eat that stuff? We absolutely eat we never throw anything away. Either the crew eats it or Kel and I take it home and we eat it. We don't throw away food. We don't. It's important. I understand that. But I hope that if you're going to write me about my flower arrangement with vegetables, that you're going to write somebody else too.
Right.
And we have equal time. That'd be great.
Yeah.
But so I do love it. I'm very excited because everybody has if you watch this show, you're going to be able to physically follow my journey with flower foam. When we started this show 10 years ago, and even with some segments at that point in time that were older than that, flower foam was already starting to make, because of people's concern about microplastics and things like that, we're already trying to figure out other opportunities. Presently in the show, we have the Midnight Foam, which is biodegradable. But yesterday, I talked to the people at Smithers Oasis, and they are sending me the new renewable flower foam, which is a plant-based flower foam.
How cool.
Get that.
That's
so
awesome.
I know that people sometimes see these older episodes where I'm using flower foam and the flower foam adjacent to the food in this. And I would never advocate, if you're touching food and arranging with it, I would not necessarily advocate eating it. If you've stuck flowers, because I don't also know where all the flowers come from and if they have pesticides on them or not. This was for decorative purposes. But I am so excited. They have a box of this Renewal foam that is coming to me. It's Renewal Circle R from Oasis Floral Products that is a plant-based flower foam. I cannot wait. We are going to feature that in season 9. So,
cool.
I mean, you see that, and I understand people's concerns about it. So, I mean, it is important that we do it. But also, I don't ever want to take down season 1 because it had flower foam in it.
Right.
There's just too much valuable stuff in it. There's too much valuable health and wellness benefits other than that for people to learn about. So I think that that's important. The cauliflower popcorn.
I love this.
Here's my own secret confession about this. I wanted to use that beautiful mid-century popcorn bowl. Well, when I fixed the popcorn, it only made like it all shrunk up. It's like this much. So I should have cut up like 6 heads of cauliflower to make. If you have guests coming over and you're going to fix popcorn like you would for guests, you need to fix a lot of cauliflower
because it cooks down.
It cooks down. It cooks down. Yeah, it's been a while since we fixed the Parmesan popcorn, but. Reading this affected my cooking last night because when I was reading this outline and I thought about the Parmesan popcorn, I tossed my chicken wings in Parmesan last night.
Oh, okay.
And that was delicious.
Oh, that sounds good.
So, I just, after I take them off the grill, I usually toss them in something, and I toss them in like parisienne, which is something that Jacques Pepin does, where you finely chop parsley and garlic.
Oh, okay.
And I usually tossed in that. Well, I didn't have any parsley last night, and I was like, oh, can I? And Kel was like, the Parmesan. And I was like, oh my God, the Parmesan. Yes.
Oh.
So we tossed them in Parmesan powderish stuff, So it was great. It was perfect.
That's awesome.
They were delicious. So yeah. When it comes to flowers lasting as long as possible, I always choose Capresé Flower Food. Flowers benefit from food and keeping the water clean. In my experience, Capresé Flower Food does the best job. It's formulated by scientists. My favorite product is Capresé Professional 3. Capresé Flower Food products are available at their website, CapreséFlowerFood.com. That's CHRYSAL, flowerfood.com. And be sure to use our discount code, YUMMMM10, for 10% off your purchase. Support the joy of flowers. The Life in Bloom Foundation is a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to flower education and inspiring a love of flowers in everyone. The foundation helps fund the production of Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom on public television, making it possible for viewers across the country to enjoy the beauty and benefits of flowers. The foundation also provides free flower education to high schools, colleges, and floriculture programs through YUMMMM.com, helping students and future florists bloom in their own careers. Your donation in any amount makes a difference. Plus, all contributions are 100% tax deductible. If you'd like to help us continue sharing the power of flowers, visit thelifeinbloomfoundation.org to donate today. Thank you for your support.
I was thinking too, when I was looking, you could do this instead of Parmesan. If you want to do a vegan option, you could do nutritional yeast. Have you ever put like nutritional yeast on?
I want to know all about this.
Yeah.
I saw that on this list. So what is that?
So nutritional yeast, I'm not even sure what it is exactly, but you can buy it at the grocery store, and it's just like a vegan alternative for like a cheese flavor. So people will take like a nutritional yeast and put it on popcorn instead of butter.
Really?
Yeah. And it kind of has some of the same, and I'm sure, for people that can eat regular cheese would be like, oh, this isn't as good. But if you're looking for like if you can't, it's a great vegan alternative. I think you could do this whole recipe and just sub the Parmesan for nutritional yeast.
Perfect.
And you could kind of get some of that. So yeah, I just wanted to shout
My friend
that out.
Barbara, who is a huge fan of the podcast who listens to the podcast every day when she goes to the gym. She is my friend from San Francisco Flower Market, and she's been on the show a couple times, and so we'll talk about her in the future. But she is vegan, so she will love that.
Okay.
She is the one who introduced me to the amino acid you can use instead of soy sauce.
Oh, okay.
Do you know about
this.
that?
No.
So there's an amino acid that has the same flavor as soy sauce, but not the salt and MSG content.
Oh, interesting.
And I love amino acid when I do a stir fry.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would normally throw in soy sauce, but I don't want that salt or that MSG. And so the amino acid and amino acid's made by Bragg, I believe. And so it's also the people that makes our apple cider vinegar and stuff like that.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
And I also get Bragg Italian dressing too.
Oh,
they make a great Italian dressing too. But I think that's interesting is that seems to be becoming more and more and more and more important. As we are looking at mocktails for
Oh, right.
cocktails. Looking at vegan solutions is indeed as important as well. Barbara is a strict vegan, so she gets very upset when she sees my pork recipes. And then I've talked about chicken wings now, and then she's going to be, and I've mentioned her here. I mentioned her when I said that we were in the Christmas episode, and I said that her house is a perfectly curated Christmas exhibit in antiques. That is my friend Barbara. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, she's amazing. And she was with me when we did the Flower Frog expedition and found the flower frogs in California. So we love to go antiquing together. So yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. So then the Capresé Martini.
Yeah, this looked like a fun one. I love the mozzarella balls in the martini.
Correct. And the balsamic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So my balsamic fascination started with this bar restaurant we used to go to in Montreal called The Saloon. The Saloon had a Bloody Mary that was just loaded with balsamic vinegar, and I loved it so much. And it was made with clamato juice.
Oh, okay.
And it was so delicious. And so then that kind of spawned this, and we used the crop vodka that I love that is not available in Michigan. So if you're the crop people, I don't know why it's not available in Michigan. Can we please figure this out? Because they make a cucumber, a tomato, and a lemon vodka, as well as a regular vodka. All are organic. And the Meyer lemon one is my favorite, but we use the tomato one in this recipe. It's like a caprese salad. You've got the tomato, you got a little bit of the olive oil, you got a little bit of the balsamic vinegar, you got a little bit of the, so
the mozzarella.
Yeah. So that was the whole thing. And the tomato vodka, it tastes a little bit like tomatoes. Yeah. I mean, I think you probably could push it further if you did it yourself. But I think that's probably something that they have to be cautious of. It's like, how much do people want? I have always threatened to do a tomato-infused vodka. Do you know about the sumo tangerines?
Yes. Yeah.
So I just finished making 2 giant bottles of sumo vodka for this year.
Oh, cool.
While the sumos are still here.
Oh.
So yeah. So and when I infuse it myself, I think that works a little bit better because I can control it a little bit more and add more of that stuff.
So do you do little kind of taste tests as you're going to see how strong it is? Or, okay. So you can kind of monitor it?
Citrus is far easier than vegetables because citrus you can add zest to. With the sumo one, I zested the tangerine first.
Okay.
Then I took them out of the peel to get rid of the pith. And then I put the slices in there and let them sit in there for 2 days. And then I was taste testing it. I am not this person, but some people like their infused vodkas to be sweet. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I would rather add something else to make it sweet. So it is not sweet, but sometimes people add sugar or honey to them, and I think that changes it.
Oh, okay.
When I make limoncello, you have to add sugar or honey.
Oh, yeah.
When you hand make that.
Okay.
It just depends. I like a bitter liquor or a liquor that isn't so sweet. That's just my personal preference.
Yeah, I agree. I'm kind of the same way.
Day, I don't know. Yeah, it could change.
Yeah. When you're doing the zest into it, does that get strained out later, or does the zest just
I have to send the whole thing through coffee filter.
Oh, through a coffee filter.
So
okay.
I just use my Chemex and clean my Chemex container and then put the coffee filter in there and then go in. And it took me, I did 2 big bottles of it. Okay. And so that, I don't know what that bottle is. That bottle's like a half gallon probably or so. It took me all day.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the pulp slows down but then it's clear. It's shelf stable then.
Oh, okay.
If you leave too much of that in there, if you leave too much sediment in there, it won't be shelf stable.
Oh, I didn't think about that. Even with the alcohol?
Watermelon is how I learned that.
Okay.
Watermelon will not be shelf stable, and it will get weird in there and get kind of slimy. So will cucumber. So you really have to be sure to do it, just because I think it's the nature of those vegetables.
I gotcha.
But even with the alcohol, I don't think it changes it. I have taken ones where it's gotten weird in it, and I've filtered it again, and then still used that liquor and not had any issues.
Okay.
So probably it's just it's texture, I think.
I gotcha.
Maybe. Okay, so the bell peppers as so
yeah, this was cool.
Any vegetable that you can hollow out, you could use as and like many times people will take a core and core out an apple and put a votive in it and then put a candle in it, right?
Right.
Well, if you have a votive in there, a votive is waterproof, so you could put flowers in it too.
Yeah.
Anything. But these work really well because they're watertight.
Yeah.
So then it's just a vase. And you can do it on its side or you can do it standing up. It doesn't really matter.
I love that they were on the side and up. It just looked very kind of like a natural arrangement. Like however the pepper wanted to lay, you could make it. And it was cool.
And again, I think this is also one of those things that causes people to be get a little upset because some people write in about this segment as well. But it's a pepper. And it's a really, really, really great display if you're doing like fajitas or if you're doing like tortillas or something like that. It's really pretty to have the peppers on the table. So I like that.
All the colors were so pretty.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. And you chose similar colors that you used in the actual flowers that you used were similar to the peppers. And I thought that looked really cool too.
The other part about it too is when you're done with this, then you could compost it. So you take out the flower foam, throw it away, and then compost the rest, So, and I would rinse it out. If you have the flower foam in there, I would rinse it out and then compost it. Artichokes. Okay, so we saw the artichoke last week or a couple weeks ago with Jen Pasqua. And so they come in green and purple. You noticed, you questioned this being part of the thistle family. When it blooms, you can see that it looks like a thistle, doesn't it?
Yeah. I guess I had never seen, I've picture like when I've eaten an artichoke, I hadn't really seen it, or at least when I picture it in my head with the thistle on top, but then you showed it in the episode and I was like, oh, there we go.
Correct. Yeah. Because they don't usually let them bloom in the field because then they're no good.
Oh, right.
But there was a thing many years ago called the cordoni puff.
Oh.
And it was the core of an artichoke that was let to dry. And it turns white. That purple thistly thing turns white. And then they comb it out, literally with a comb.
Oh, okay.
And then it makes this big powder puff kind of dried flour. And it was called a cordoni or cordon puff, depending upon where you were from. They're in old-fashioned dried flour. I don't see cordon puffs anymore. I don't know if they even do that anymore, if they mess with it, because they can sell the artichoke now as a flour. If an artichoke gets too big, they also don't want it to go in with the eating stuff because it would be more bitter and it would be more tough.
Oh,
and
okay.
so those are better candidates to be a flour.
Okay.
So I love that, but I think I like an artichoke in an arrangement. I think it's
they
really
look so pretty.
Yeah. And you can look at them in the grocery store because many times when I'm doing a show somewhere, I'll go pick up 4 or 5 of them and put them into an arrangement. When they're beautiful, they're beautiful. When they're not that pretty. So sometimes you'll get really good ones that are really pretty. And other times you get ones that are kind of been a little beat up and stuff. So just pick and choose the ones you want. That's great.
Yeah.
So and then the asparagus vase.
Yeah, this was so cool. I really like this a lot.
Anything that's tubular shape, you can wrap around a vase. We've done this with crayons. We've done this with colored pencils. We've done it with Sharpie markers before in other episodes for YUMMMM, not for Life in Bloom. But anything that has that tubular shape. So, you could, if you wanted to do the little pirouette cookies, you could do those too,
Yeah.
But anything you could wrap around it. I've also done it with pasta, with like spaghetti.
Oh, cool.
I've also done it with breadsticks.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So anything you can wrap around and then just use the rubber band around the outside and cover it with a little bit of ribbon.
Yeah.
And then you can place whatever you want in the vase. But it's a great way to do it.
It really I've never seen asparagus on display like that. It really makes you appreciate how pretty asparagus is. I was like, oh, this is when you eat asparagus, it looks really nice, but you think of it as a food. And then when you see it on display, the way that you presented it, I was like, oh, this is a really pretty vegetable. So I thought it was cool.
We have a new recipe coming up too that we're going to feature. I don't know if it's going to be a 9 yet or maybe 10 with asparagus on a piece of puff pastry with cheese and prosciutto wrapped around it.
Oh, cool.
So good.
Yeah.
I don't know what we do about the cheese. Now I'm going to think about you whenever I'm thinking about cheese. And that made me think about this too, is I love asparagus. It's one of my favorites.
I do too.
This vase is a little bit bigger, so it took 3 bunches. But you could use a smaller vase. And like if you have skinnier asparagus too, it's going to take a little bit more because they'll be farther apart, or or even like I've done them on a vase that's probably probably 2 inches across, 3 inch across. That's maybe like 8 inches tall. So then it doesn't take a whole lot of flowers, and doesn't take a whole lot. That wouldn't even take a bunch of asparagus.
Okay,
so that's an opportunity as well. Vegetables and flowers.
This was awesome, Jay. I loved it. It's fun to think of vegetables as like something you can display, and they're so pretty to begin with.
I love broccoli in arrangements.
Oh, yeah.
I love tomatoes on the vine in an arrangement.
Oh, yeah.
We've used a couple of those as set arrangements in the show. Every time we make an arrangement for the set that we just have as a prop on the show, we still do a how to make that arrangement that goes on the YUMMMM website.
Oh, right. That's cool.
I'm thinking about bringing a couple of those back because some of them were so interesting. We did one for cauliflower. We used a couple big heads of cauliflower in this arrangement too. I mean, so it's there's different types of things you can use, and it's a fun way to do it. That is what the Behind the Bloom category on the website is for. There's also a category called Web Exclusive Arrangements from Life in Bloom, which are ones that were on the show that weren't showed how to be made on the show. So you can go to the website and see how to make those arrangements as well. It's a good way for people to. And with the marathon, we had the marathon this past week, and it was just amazing. We get so many more interested parties because that marathon is on for 5 hours on Saturday, 5 hours on Sunday, 5 hours on Friday. And then they show 2 or 3 of the shows in prime time on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So cool. It's just a great way for people to maybe get to see Life in Bloom for the first time.
Yeah, and you just have so many videos on YUMMMM, Jay. Like it's so fun to go back and like there's so many different things. Yeah.
At Home with Flowers, 15 seasons. So that's 15 episodes of 13. Fun with Flowers and Jay is 36 seasons.
Wow.
So there's that.
Yeah.
JTV, I think, had 24 seasons. Then there is the documentaries, which the California Grown documentary has 60 episodes in it. The Columbia one has 12. The one from Florida has 12. So yeah, there are those things that are on there as well and then there's lessons. There's flower lessons too, just to get people started. I always encourage people to go down. It's set up like an app is on your website, on your television now. So you can go down and look in different categories. So you can even go in and say, I'm looking to make a red arrangement. There's a category for red flower arrangements. There's one for yellow flower arrangements. There's just a category all about roses. There's just a category all about sunflowers. So you can pick and choose that way too as you look through it.
And there's a search bar too, right? So if you have an idea, you can search and see if there's a video that
2 different search bars. Very important public service announcement. The black search bar is for videos. The white search bar is for blogs.
I got you. Okay.
So when you're using the white one, you're only searching blogs. When you're using the black one, you're only searching videos. And so like if you're going and searching for a recipe, you want to search on the white one because the recipes are in the blog. If you search for it in the videos, they're not there. And people sometimes say, I can't find the recipes. That's because they're in the blog. They're not in the videos format.
Okay.
So yeah.
I found the blog for the cauliflower popcorn on YUMMMM, and I sent it to Amanda when I was like watching the episode and like making the outline. I like looked it up and sent that and was like, we got to make this. So
yeah, with what is it? The aromatic yeast? Is that,
nutritional yeast.
Nutritional yeast.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right,
yeah.
nutritional yeast.
Yeah,
yeast.
yeah.
Okay, I remember that. I got to find out more about that.
Yeah.
So that's perfect. All right, thanks, RJ.
All right. Thanks, Jay.
Take care.
See ya.
Thanks for joining us this week on Behind the Bloom podcast with Jay Schwanke and RJ Pohl. If you loved what you heard, be sure to follow or subscribe so you never miss an episode. And share it with a friend to help us spread the joy, one bloom at a time. Thank you for taking the time to slow down with us. And hopefully you left feeling a little lighter and inspired to try something new. Make sure to join us next week for a brand new episode. Thanks for being here with us, Behind the Bloom. Hey, just one more thing. If you love flowers, you've got to check out YUMMMM.com. It's the online home of Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom, where you can stream every episode for free. Plus, you'll find Behind the Bloom videos, my blog, show recipes, and so much more. There's also a massive video archive, over 1,800 how-to videos, flower farm documentaries, and even my very first series, JTV. All Life in Bloom episodes, exclusive web content, and farm documentaries are totally free. Just sign up with your email. And if you're ready to dive deeper, there's a paid subscription option that unlocks the full library of how-to videos. Everything from creating bridal bouquets to centerpieces, corsages, and more. Tons of content to explore. You're gonna love it.